At guard number 4, David Finch. At guard number 11, Jaime Palamos-Mullins. At 4, number 15, Isaiah Romano. And 4, number 17, Noah Hellman. The Chargers are coached by Jeff Pibbs, assisted by Dylan Marsden, Chris Marsh, and Pat Simon. The Camosun College Chargers. And now the starting lineup for your VIU Mariners. 15-year guard from Richland, Washington, number 3, Landon Radliff. Third-year forward from Calgary, Alberta, number 9, Slim. Fifth-year guard from St. Louis, Missouri, number 11, Rich Henderson. Second-year forward from Prince Rupert, number 12, Kyle Layton. And fifth-year guard from Denham Springs, Louisiana, number 20, Corey Odom. For the rest of your VIU Mariners. Mariners are coached by Matt Kuzminski, assisted by Scott Marr, Mark Simpson, and Jacob Tom. For those folks watching at home on SportsCanada.tv, visiting Chargers in the blue jerseys, Mariners in the home whites.
All right, basketball fans, welcome to the matchup between the VIU Mariners and the Camosun College Chargers men's basketball teams. If you're joining us from the game before this between the women's Chargers and Mariners, welcome back. If you're checking in for the first time, welcome. It's so great to be broadcasting again in 2023. It's an electric game between the women's teams. The Mariners coming out with the win on that one, as Mariners win the jump ball. Bit of a different starting lineup for the Mariners in this one. 2022 Player of the Year, Akoy Uwat, is back in Mariner threads tonight. So great to see him. Just a great addition to an already excellent team in the Mariners, who have yet to lose a game in this season so far, currently sporting a 6-0 record. Kai Layton throws it down low to Henderson. He gets called for a travel.
No basket on the play. Travel violation called on the Mariners.
Romano playing some great defense for the Chargers on that one. The Mariners played a couple of exhibition games over the break, playing a couple games, most notably against UNBC from Prince George. I know the Mariners come away with the steal there. I know Jackson Cooks there for the Mariners. He's also from Prince George, BC. I actually went to the same high school as him for a couple of years, Duchess Park Secondary School. So it's probably more than likely that there were a few players on UNBC that Jackson knows, as the Chargers open up the scoring here with a three-pointer in the left corner there. Henderson at the top of the key, hands it off to Tori Odom, swings it to Kai Layton. Drives inside, Radliff gets called for the travel on that one. That's 2 traveling turnovers there for the Mariners to start this game. Great couple of defensive possessions there by the Chargers. We're trying to avenge their women peers who lost just a few minutes ago to the women's Mariners team. Beautiful passing play inside, and Henderson with the block in the paint. Alley-oop goes up, and Akoy Uwat, welcome back. Akoy throws down the monster two-handed jam off the alley-oop dime from Tori Odom. Man, it is so great to have Akoy back after not playing in the first half of the season. What an absolute thunderous jam there by Akoy Uwat. Gets Uwat involved early after not playing in this league for a few months. So great to have him back. I said at the beginning of the broadcast, one of the marquee players in the league from last year. Got Player of the Year. Mariners, of course, welcoming him back with open arms, trying to get him involved early, and Tori Odom does a great job of doing so.
Mariners basketball.
Odom's at the top of the key now. Nice crossover move, spin inside, mid-range pull-up. That one rattles out. Beautiful footwork there. Tori Odom, one of the quicker players in the league for sure.
Television possession back to the Mariners.
Looks like it's going to be a Charger turnover on that play. Uwat is going to inbound to Tori Odom. Cole Belton for the Chargers picks Odom up nearly full court, who gives it to Henderson. Odom gives it to Landon Radliff, who's had an excellent year so far for the Mariners. Akoy Uwat at the top of the key, shaking and baking, kicks it off to Kai Layton, and that one's off the mark from three. Henderson there got the offensive rebound, was looking for the foul, but refs are going to give that back to the Chargers. It's going to be Richard Henderson's first personal foul of the game. Palamos Mullins working on Tori Odom here. Henderson comes over for the double, nearly gets the steal. Landon Radliff on the baseline. He provides that help and causes the turnover there. Odom hands it off to Akoy Uwat for three. That one's off the mark. Rebounded by the Chargers. Palamos Mullins coming back the other way. Hands it off, and David Finch is able to get the right-handed floater to go. Odom swings it to Radliff, finds Tori Odom cutting back door. Beautiful passing play there, and an excellent finish there by Tori Odom. Landon Radliff with the dime for the Mariners. Chargers currently leading by 1 point. They're up on the Mariners 5-4. Just under 6 minutes left to go. Mariners cause another turnover.
Number 2, Cormac Brown, and number 8,
went off a Mariner kneecap, but looks like Akoy Uwat got a hand on that one and forced the turnover.
In this first quarter, not the whole game.
Radliff throws it inside to Henderson, kicks it to the corner for Layton. That one's off the mark. Akoy Uwat, though, rebounds that one. Looks like he got fouled on the play as Uwat immediately had two defenders on him. He hasn't played in a while, but I don't think anyone has forgotten the damage that he can do on the court. The problem with that, though, is if you give him too much attention, the Mariners have so much firepower And Uwat can't get the running layup to go, absorb the contact, couldn't quite finish it off. Yeah, that's the problem. You give too much attention to one player on the Mariners, and they have so many different players, not just in the starting lineup, but also deep on their bench that will absolutely light you up if you let them. So McCoy Uwat gets the defensive rebound there.
Jump ball.
Noah Hellman tied that ball up, and believe the refs are going to keep the ball in possession of the Chargers. Yep, Palamos Mullins, Jaime, is going to inbound on the baseline for the Chargers, who are currently still holding on to that 1-point lead, 5-4. About 5 1/4 left in the first stanza of play. Henderson almost comes away with the rebound, but the Chargers recover. Odom, he's able to get the steal, though. He comes back the other way. He tries to find Radliff. He was looking for a backdoor alley-oop to Henderson, but he got covered right away, and Odom had to let it go before he got called for a travel. So Chargers miss, but they come back. Mariners, McCoy Uwat drives the lane, but can't quite get enough space to put up a shot. The ball goes out of bounds, though. Chargers tried to keep it in. It's going to be Mariner possession, though. Odom gives it to Radliff, who fires a pull-up 3 from the corner. That one's no good. Kai Layton almost got the rebound, but the Chargers recovered. David Finch comes back the other way. Backdoor pass there. Baseline jumper for the Chargers is no good. Palamos Mullins trying to get going offensively. Henderson absorbs the contact there from Hellman, who was trying to draw a charge. But the refs called that a blocking foul, so his feet were moving as Henderson
number 6, Ryan Bastian, and number 15, Dan Zimmerman checking in.
Creamed him. To be honest, Henderson's a big boy, and certainly not afraid of getting physical out there. Hellman can't get away with that one, and the Mariners are going to inbound. Ryan Bastian comes in for the Mariners. Apologies. This graphic, still getting used to the new stream deck here, where we have some more Mariner graphics when they check into the game, so I'm still getting used to it. Apologies if they're not up right away. I'm still learning, and hey, I'm human. Sometimes I forget. Great defense in the right corner by the Mariners. Ryan Bastian absolutely hounding the Chargers. I believe that was Finch in the corner for the Chargers. Uwat going to inbound here for the Mariners. He gives it to Odom. Zimmerman gives it to Uwat, who's hounded by Finch. Throws it down low to Layton, who gets blocked by Lucas Sheets. Beautiful defensive possession there by the Chargers, who come back the other way. Palamos Mullins, beautiful post move and beautiful footwork on Tori Odom, and he puts it into the basket. Puts the Chargers up 7-4. Uwat gives it to Bastian. Gives it to Kai Layton. Hands it off to Uwat. Pump fakes, gives it to Tori Odom, who fires from 3, and that one's no good. Uwat tried to battle for the rebound, but the Chargers recover. David Finch coming back the other way, absorbs the contact from Zimmerman. Looks like he got fouled on the way up and will go to the free throw line for a chance at 2 points. On that attempted offensive rebound, Okoye Uwat, he went down a little bit, and it looks to be okay, but he does have some athletic tape, some trainer's tape on his left leg, it looks like, so it's going to be something certainly to monitor. I know that was one of the things that kept him out in the first semester, is just kind of that nagging injury there. So keep a close eye on that as Okoye Uwat goes onto the bench, and Jackson Cooks comes into the game for the Mariners. There's a timeout called on the play. really exciting first few minutes of play here. The Chargers jumping out to an early 9-4 lead. Have hit just under 40% of their field goals so far, while the Mariners have yet to get over 20% for field goal makes. Mariners are also 0 for 6 on three-pointers, while the Chargers are 1 of 2. The Mariners have, however, done a great job of causing the Chargers to commit turnovers. They're leading the turnover battle 8-5. Player stats as we get back going out of the timeout. David Finch currently leading the Chargers in scoring, 4 points on 50% from the field. He's made both his free throws, and he's got an assist in Apple, and he's also got 3 rebounds as well, doing a little bit of everything. And for the Mariners, Akoy Uwat and Tori Odom both have a couple of points as well, as Zimmerman takes a three-pointer from the corner. That one's off the mark, and the Chargers rebound. Finch working on Layton. Nice dribble moves there. Gets thrown out to the top of the key. Nice defense there by Ryan Bastian for the Mariners. Corner 3 by the Chargers. Splashes home. That one was Cormac Brown for the Chargers. He gets on the board early with a three-pointer. Zimmerman. Bastian. Gives him the corner to Layton. Back to Bastian. He tried to find Jackson Cooks in the corner, but that gets picked off by the Chargers. Nice steal there from Austin Somers. Henderson, though, able to recover. They come back the other way. Another steal there by Cormac Brown this time for the Chargers. A little tie-up there with Dan Zimmerman, who looks to have fouled Brown. Looks like Brown's going to go to the free throw line for a chance at 2 points.
Second personal.
Apologies, that's not going to be a shooting foul. So play resumes. Austin Somers trying to find someone backdoor, but that pass goes out of bounds. It's going to be Mariner basketball. Chargers have been hot to start this game, currently beating the Mariners 12-4. Jackson Cooks from Prince George, BC. Gives it to Dan Zimmerman, who's also from Prince George. They went to the same high school, I believe, Duchess Park. Chargers come back the other way. Finch hands it off to Somers. Over to Brown. Great defense, though, by Jackson Cooks and the Mariners. Corner 3 by Finch is no good for the Chargers, but they get the offensive rebound. Brown from the corner. That one's no good either. Just under a minute and 20 remaining in the first quarter. Like I said a couple times, the Chargers out to a 12-4 lead. A couple of substitutions, though, for the Mariners. Peter Lee checking into the game for the first time in this one. And then starting player Akoy Uwat, who's making his 2023 debut for the Mariners, checks back in as well. As great defensive possession by the Mariners. Pack the paint with Henderson and Uwat, and Bastian on the fast break tried to dunk all over Lucas Sheets, but great defense there by Sheets to stop that from happening. That would have been a highlight reel for sure. Bastian's got some hops. He's not the only one who can dunk on this team. Bastian baseline. Henderson slams it down. What an absolute posterizer by Richard Henderson off the dime from Akoy Uwat. And my, oh my. A couple of Mariners are going to be on TSN later tonight. My goodness. 2 powerful dunks from a couple of Mariner forwards to start this game. That'll be great for the energy going into the second quarter as Finch drives on Henderson, who tried to block, and but Finch able to put it off the glass for the deuce. Uwat gives it to Lee in the corner. Gives it to Uwat yet again in the corner for Bastian. To Henderson on the elbow. Back to Bastian, who pump fakes and drives. Kicks to Lee to the corner. Floater. That one's off the mark. Uwat can't secure the rebound, and Chargers are going to get that one and come back the other way. 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Just a three-point, throw him up, and that rolls around the rim a few times. That would have been gorgeous by the Chargers, and that's going to do it for the first quarter of play.
All right, let's bring VIU Spirits out of the floor now. Make some noise. Welcome, VIU Spirits.
While both teams take a well-deserved breather for a couple of minutes, please welcome the VIU Spirit squad onto the court to keep those in attendance and those watching from home entertained for a couple. While they do that, I'm just going to go over a few player stats here in the first quarter of this game. So I mentioned his name a few times for the Chargers. David Finch currently leading the Chargers in scoring with 6 points on 2 of 4 shooting, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds and an assist as well, doing a little bit of everything here for the Chargers. Then Cormac Brown also has 3 points of his own. He's only shot he's taken and also made is three-pointer. That one was silky when that fell through the net. And Cole Belton also has 3 to his name. And Jaime Palamos Mullins with 2 points of his own on 50% shooting from the field, as well as a rebound. And on the Mariners side of things for player stats, Okoye Uwat, a warm welcome back by the Mariner faithful.
First up once again for VIU Spirits. Really happy to have him here tonight. We'll see him again at halftime.
Uwat, Henderson, and Odom. 3-way tie for the Mariner lead in scoring right now. Each with 3 points to their name. 2 of the 3 baskets that the Mariners made, were thunderous dunks. The first one, Okoye Uwat absolutely threw down that hammer off the alley-oop pass from Torrey Odom, while Richard Henderson got a nice backdoor pass from Okoye Uwat and threw it down with both fists. Excellent way to get the forwards involved early in this one. Bastian gives it to Lee. Back to Bastian. He swings it to Torrey Odom. Back to Bastian. Nice pump fake. Got the defender moving, and he lays it in with the finger roll with the right hand. Ryan Bastian on that one. Apologies to the fans. I'm still trying to remember to do the stream deck. It's not something I normally do, but trying to do that to enhance the quality of these streams for you. As Bastian absorbed the contact, but gets called for a charge. He was looking for the trailing Henderson on the fast break, but Cole Belton, excellent defensive IQ there, getting right in front of Bastian, who absorbed the contact. Drew the charge there. It's going to be Charger basketball.
Number 3, Landon Radcliffe checking back in for the Mariners.
And Ryan Bastian's coming out of the game in this one, and Landon Radcliffe coming back on. Palamos Mullins has a Okoye Uwat on him. He throws it down low to Romano, as he gets the basket to go. Odom has Belton working on him. He swings that one to Peter Lee. Swung back up top to Torrey Odom. Hands it off to Radcliffe, who drives, kicks out to Peter Lee. Nice screen there by Radcliffe. Baseline cut there. Lee tried to get it back out past the three-point line, but that gets picked off by the Chargers. They come back the other way. Belton spins and drives, kicks it back out to Palamos Mullins, who gets fouled on the layup and will go to the free throw line for the and-one opportunity there. Some great defense by Torrey Odom, but some better offense there by Jaime Palamos Mullins, helping him getting that one right. Palamos Mullins currently with 4 points in this game already on 2 of 3 shooting. He can't convert on the and one, but the Chargers get the offensive rebound. Palamos Mullins drives on Henderson and finishes it with the right hand. A nice little reverse layup there. That was some style points on that one, but it's only worth 2 still. Chargers leading 20-8 as Tori Odom drives and gets fouled on the way up, and one. Tori Odom going back to the free throw line yet again.
Basket good on the play. Cole Belton whistled for the foul, first personal.
Tori Odom does so many wonderful things on the basketball court, but he's so quick. It's so useful in so many different types of situations, like in transition, like you just saw. There's so many times this year, and in years previous, of course, where he gets the rebound, outlet to Tori, or he rebounds it himself, and he just charges down the other side of the court. And a huge block from behind. It was either Henderson or Odom that got all 5 fingers on that one. Looked more like Tori Odom using that speed, as I just mentioned, this time for transition defense. Odom hands it off to Lee, back up to Radliff. Trying to get Tori Odom involved here. Mariners taking their time with their offensive sets here. Henderson, foot inside the three-point line. Beautiful snatch and grab. Makes the jumper. Looks like a...
No basket on the play.
The Charger player fell to the ground. Not 100% sure if Henderson went into him. He was in the middle of a spin. No, Henderson's a big guy, but regardless, that's what the ref's called. Would have been a nice bucket for Henderson there, but he picks up another foul, and he is going to take a well-deserved break on the bench there. And Kai Layton is going to check back into the game for the Mariners. Prince Rupert, BC. One of the starting forwards for the Mariners does a little bit of everything for them. He's a threat offensively. He's not maybe he's not maybe the main focus on the offensive end, but you can't leave him open because he will score from 3, shooting about 38% from beyond the arc and 50% from the field. 9 shots too. He's not only taking a couple shots a game, he's averaging just over 12 points a game. So that's just another player in the Mariners starting lineup that you cannot leave open. So we've seen a lot of double teams, particularly when it comes to Akoy Uwat, Tori Odom, and Henderson. But the rest of the Mariners' depth, you can't forget about them either because they will light you up. The Chargers have done a great job so far of playing defense, only holding the Mariners to only 10 points so far in the second quarter. They have 20 themselves, out to a 10-point lead early in this one. I don't get to see the Camosun Chargers men's and women's team play as often as I do the Mariners, of course, but it's really interesting to see the intensity that both the men's and women's team bring on the defensive end. It's created problems for both of the Mariner squads all night. Certainly a great system there in Victoria. So a couple of statistics in the past PACWEST League, a couple of individual stat leaders throughout the league, particularly from this game. So Richard Henderson and Tori Odom both in the top 3 of points per game. Odom just over 20 a game as Landon Radliff comes away with the steal there and fires for 3. That one's no good. Rebounded by Cole Belton. Tori Odom and Henderson both in the top 3 in scoring, both around 20 points per game, rebounds per game. Richard Henderson currently sitting 3rd with just over 10 rebounds a game, so he's averaging a double-double. It's great to see that as well. And 3-point percentage There's a foul on the play on Akoy Uwat, but it was before he picked up the dribble there and drove into the paint, so it's not going to be free throws for Uwat.
Ryan Bastian back in the game for the Mariners.
A couple of substitutions here as well. Ryan Bastian, after picking up a couple of early fouls and subbing out, is back on the court. Odom can't get his turnaround layup to go. Chargers coming back the other way. David Finch for three. That one rattles in and out, and Radliff comes away with the rebound. On the fast break, Radliff fights through the contact but can't finish the layup. Bastian saves the ball from going out. Tried to find Radliff, but Palamos Mullins, his own transition layup, no good either. It's a foul on the play though. Looks like a behind-the-back foul. Looks like someone on the Mariners got pushed.
5:43 remaining second quarter.
Mariners trying to get going here offensively. Currently down 12 points to the Chargers. Radliff bullies his way inside and finishes the layup with the right hand off the glass. Radliff gets on the board for the Mariners. Palamos Mullins kicks it out to the corner to Finch, who has Bastian guarding him, and Kai Layton comes away with the steal. Tori Odom finishes the layup in transition, and that's a bit of a scary fall there for Akoy Uwat, who signals he's okay to the crowd and his team by doing a few push-ups. Felt like he fell a little bit awkwardly on his wrist there. Glad to see he's okay, especially since this is his debut for 2023. Didn't get to play in the first half of the season there. Seems to have had a bit of a nagging injury a little bit. Has one of his legs taped up a little bit. And it's great to see Akoy Uwat back. Scary fall there, but he gets right back up. I think he thought that Tori Odom was going to throw the lob pass off of the glass or right to him, so he jumped up to try and get the dunk, and there was a Charger right underneath Uwat's landing zone, and he fell awkwardly kind of on his wrist a little bit, but looks to be okay, and that's great to see. We certainly don't want to see anyone hurt
Just confirming the last basket was good. Foul happening after the basket.
Going to be Uwat's first free throws of the game and of his season, as well as he drills the first one, all net. It's going to be his third point. He's also got an assist and a rebound as well on 1 of 4 shooting, shaking off a bit of that rust here. As everyone in the PACWEST League is at mid-season form already, so such an exciting time for the Mariners adding Akoy Uwat back, though. I mentioned earlier, some of the Mariners, like Henderson and Odom, they're leading statistical categories in the whole league. I also know that there's a couple of three-point percentage leaders from VIU as well. Peter Lee, 42% from three. You got Kai Layton, as I mentioned earlier, about 38% from three-point territory. This is just, been talking about it all game. It's such a deep team with so many different stars on it and stuff. It's so great to add such a dangerous weapon in Akoy Uwat, who, as I mentioned earlier, won Player of the Year last year. Isaiah Romano for the Chargers gets a nice layup to go there. Beautiful finish. And Ryan Bastian pump fakes in the corner and charges baseline and puts it in off the glass. Ryan Bastian, beautiful, beautiful. And a steal there from Radliff. And a thunderous jam from Akoy Uwat. Radliff puts it off the glass there to get Akoy Uwat another slam dunk. That was beautiful there by Akoy Uwat from Calgary, Alberta. Beautiful dime there from Radliff. He certainly could have taken that himself. Saw that he had 2 other Mariners with him on the fast break, and hey, why not throw it up to Akoy Uwat? with a highlight reel play. The crowd's been certainly into it all game. It's the third dunk for the Mariners. It is electric in this building so far. Mariners have also climbed back a little bit. They were down early by 10 points going into the second quarter, but the Mariners have gone on a huge run. Looks like a 10-4 run here to put the Mariners within 4 of the Chargers, certainly within striking distance. And they've only gotten better as this game has progressed.
From across Canada, right here in the VIU gym.
Despite the little run the Mariners have went on the Chargers, just like their women's basketball peers who played just before this game, have done an excellent job of bringing defensive tenacity and awareness, IQ. It's definitely made it harder for not only the women's basketball team in last game, but the men's Mariner team as well. Not easy looks at all. Both teams have had to fight for whatever points they've gotten in this game. It's certainly going to be an intense one, especially since both teams have 6 wins this season and are tied in the standings. Yeah, VIU currently 6 games played, a 6-0 record for 12 points. The Camosun Chargers have played 2 more games. Landon Radliff splashes home a tray ball from beyond the arc. It's going to be a steal there by the Mariners. Akoy Uwat to Radliff. 2-for-1 transition play there. Another basket there by Landon Radliff. Mariners bring the defensive pressure off the inbound pass again. But this time, Uwat gets called for the foul. So yeah, as I was saying, VIU currently 6-0 for 12 points in the PACWEST League, while Camosun, they played 2 more games than the VIU Mariners. They also have 6 wins. They have 2 losses as well, one of those coming at the hands of the Mariners to open the season. They had an island rivalry matchup to begin the season in early November. So not only is this a battle for first place between VIU and Camosun, it's also a chance of redemption for the Chargers, who I know absolutely hate losing to the Mariners. And I mean, who wouldn't, right? You always, especially on these island rivalries, certainly never want to lose to someone you're just a couple hours down the highway from. As Romano is going back to the free throw line for the Chargers. Mariners with that last cut with the 3-pointer in the transition layup by Landon Radliff give the Mariners a 1-point lead with 3:33 remaining in the first half. Both teams are in the bonus, so they're over the foul limit. So for the last 3.5 minutes, every time one of the players is fouled, they will go to the line, regardless if it is, regardless if it's a shooting foul or not. This Radliff's jump shot is off the mark. Chargers with those free throws regained the lead there. Currently up 26-25 on the Mariners. Odom drives inside.
Jump ball called on the play.
Looks like Takashi Croak was trying to draw the charge there. Apologies, that looked like Austin Summers. Bit of court maintenance here. A little bit of water or moisture or something on the court. We certainly don't want these players to slip up and fall. Belton has Radliff playing some great defense on him, nearly full court. Somers has Odom, a great defender on him. That gets kicked back out to Romano. And the Mariners draw a charge. Dan Zimmerman from Prince George, BC able to get his feet in the lane early before Romano got there and draw the charge. Bit more wiping up water or something, or sweat or whatever on the court. Certainly can get dangerous for these players. Shoes aren't necessarily made to deal with water and stuff on the court. Zimmerman in the corner. Back to Odom up top. To Radliff, down to Kai Layton. Back to Odom, who fires from three. That one's off the mark. And Okoye Uwat commits the foul against Noah Hellman. Bit of a reach around foul there.
Foul call with Okoye Uwat to play, second personal. Number 13, Noah Leno checking into the game.
Okoye Uwat is going to check out of the game momentarily here. Noah Lito checking into the game for the first time. This picture on the screen there says number 16, but as you can tell on the text on the bottom, and if you're watching the game, he's actually number 13 and has been for most of the season, I believe. I think there was only one game where he was wearing number 16, but Odom tries to find Zimmerman cutting backdoor in transition, but that gets deflected by the Chargers. Odom gives it to Radliff. Back to Odom. Thrown inside to Leto. That gets picked off by the Chargers, though. Coming back the other way is Sommers. That gets thrown baseline to Romanov. Gets called for a travel there. It took too many steps before putting the ball on the deck. Odom up top, swings it to Radliff, who fires from the corner. That one's off the mark. Zimmerman, though, with the rebound, can't get the reverse layup to go. He was trying to get rid of it quick, but couldn't get the angle on it that he wanted to, and that comes back out. In the corner now is Finch for the Chargers, and he swishes that one from the corner. David Finch gives the Chargers another 3-point. There's about a minute and a half remaining in the first half of play. The Chargers currently up 29-25. It's been a pretty intense one here in this game. Been back and forth the whole time. The Chargers jumped up to an early 10-point lead, and then the Mariners came storming back on a run. And then they regained the lead, and then the Chargers have gone on a little bit of a run of their own. 5-0 run here, I believe, for the Chargers until this point. A few individual stats for the Camosun Chargers before the play resumes here. David Finch, who just made that last three-pointer there. That was his first of the game. He's currently got 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist on 3-6 shooting from the field, and he's made both of his free throws. Jaime Palamos Mullins, once again, I hope I'm saying that correct. 6 points, 1 assist, and 2 rebounds on 3-6 shooting as well. Then you have Romano also with 6 points on 2-6 shooting. Torrey Odom. Zimmerman to Layton. Gets blocked by Finch, I believe, down low. About a minute and 10 remaining in the first half. Chargers still up by 4. Mid-range jump shot by Hellman inside the paint is no good. Odom to Layton, swings it in the corner. Radliff up to Zimmerman, to Odom in the corner, who fires it. That three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Romano. Finch in the corner. That's back-to-back threes for David Finch there for the Chargers. Another 3 points for Camosun, currently leading 32-25 over the VIU Mariners. Radliff in the corner for Zimmerman. Leto to Odom, who drives inside. Beautiful scoop layup with the left hand off the glass for Torrey Odom to give the Mariners 27, currently down 5 now. Belton hounded by Radliff. Gets tripped up there by Leto, who tried to cut off the lane to the basket. Belton tried to jump over his legs and stuff and squeeze through Radliff and Leto. Belton at the free throw line with 3 seconds left. He's currently got 5 points, has yet to miss a shot from the field, 2 of 2. He's made his only 3-point try, and he's got 2 rebounds as well. Can't get either of the free throws to fall, though, unfortunately. And that's going to be it for the first half of play between the VIU Mariners and the Camosun College Chargers men's basketball teams. This game's been back and forth, but the first half ends with the Chargers currently up 32-27 on the Mariners. David Finch leading the Chargers in scoring with 12 points. Palamos Mullins with 6. Romano with 6, Belton with 5, and Brown with 3 for the Mariners side of things. Currently with 8 points and leading the Mariners in scoring so far. Torrey Odom on 4-9 shooting. Landon Radliff has 7 points on 3 of 8 as well. He's also made a 3-pointer. Akoy Uwat in his debut, he's got a couple of fouls to his name, but in the few minutes he's had in the starting lineup, he's got 6 points, 2 of 5 from the field, and has made both of his free throws. A couple of big dunks here too for his season debut. We're going to take a little bit of a break here before the second half of action between the Chargers and Mariners. Those of you who want to keep watching, please enjoy the VIU Spirit Squad. So thanks for them for keeping us all entertained between plays and stuff. And we'll see you back for the second half of action.
VIU Spirit! Once again, great to see VIU Spirit here again. We'll see him back at the third quarter break as well. 12 and a half minutes to go. Just a reminder, concession stand is open by the front entrance of the gym. Grab yourself some dinner, lunch, or if you're like me, some breakfast. And of course, we do invite you back to the gym tomorrow afternoon, as well as the Mariners and Chargers matchup. The women's match at 1, men's match at 3. For more information on all of our teams, check out gomariners.ca. We get all the mini Mariners to please return the basketballs and clear the court so the teams can warm up. Once again, please all mini Mariners return the basketballs and clear the court for warm up. Thank you very much. Here we go with the second half of tonight's action between the Camosun Chargers and VIU Mariners. Chargers with a 32-27 advantage after the first half.
All right, basketball fans, welcome back to the second half of action between the VIU Mariners and the Camosun College Chargers men's basketball teams. It's an excellent second half. If you weren't here to see it, so welcome. If you're just joining us for the first time here tonight. Chargers currently leading 32-27 to start the second half. Henderson grabs the defensive rebound there for the Mariners, and Radliff from the corner for three, and he snipes that one from beyond the arc. Landon Radliff, another three-pointer here for the Mariners to cut the lead to 2. Belton has it. He's looking for a passing option. He finds Romano. Romano drives inside on Henderson, and he gets the block. Gave Romano a 5-finger discount on that one. All ball on there as Landon Radliff absorbs the contact and kisses it off the glass for 2 points. Radliff missed his first couple of shots, but he's been lights out ever since. Uwat, great defensive stop there on David Finch for the Chargers. Shot clock winding down there. Chargers get it off, but they also get the rebound. They get called for a charge.
Double violation called on the play.
Camosun coach is irate right now. He thought that McCoy Uwat committed a foul there. It was on Palamos Mullins, I believe. Odom hands it off to Radliff, who swings it to Kai, over to Uwat. Back over to Olam, who drives inside. He almost got his pocket picked there, and it's either Hellman or, yeah, that was Hellman on that one, steal. Belton drives inside, kicks that one off to Finch. Finch, three-pointer from Palamos Mullins is no good on that one. However, the Chargers get the offensive rebound. Finch drives baseline on Uwat. Nice dish inside to Palamos Mullins, and he's able to put it in the basket with the right hand. Uwat gives it to Layton. To Henderson, who pulls up from just inside the three-pointer. Radliff scoop passes into Layton, who finishes it off the glass with the left hand. Excellent job there by Kai Layton to finish that play. Hellman leaves it for Finch, who drives inside on Uwat. It's going to be a foul on the play. Looks like Romano has committed the over-the-back foul there while battling with Henderson for the rebound. It's going to come back the other way, Mariner ball.
7:01 remaining. Third quarter all tied at 34.
Currently tied all up at 34. Just under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Uwat gets his pack picked off by Palamos Mullins, and he charges right into Uwat and gets the foul call on the way up, makes the basket, and will go to the free throw line for a chance at an and one.
Behind Palamos Mullins, his fourth personal.
It's going to be another foul on Uwat in his Mariner debut this season. Fourth foul. Looks like he's going to stay on the court there. I don't think the Mariners are too concerned, with the numbers of Uwat and stuff like that. The Mariners have been great so far, and they proved themselves even without Uwat. As Henderson rolls to the basket, kicks it out to Bastian, who drives inside. Nice turnaround, mid-range jumper, and that's bottom. Ryan Bastian fills the cup up there for that one. puts the Mariners up 2 with just under 6.5 to go as Landon Radliff gets called for the foul. The reach-in looks like there on Brown. Yeah, but like I was saying, I don't think the Mariners are too concerned, with the numbers that UWAT puts up. They've established themselves without UWAT in the first semester. Certainly going to be fine if he fouls out. Hopefully he doesn't. It's great to see him as Romano kicks it out. 3-pointer for the Chargers is no good. Offensive rebound though by Hellman. Yeah, but with UWAT, it's certainly just about getting warm, shaking off that rust, getting in game shape, essentially. Which is certainly different than just working out all the time and running and stuff. It's completely different being in a live game setting as Radliff gets fouled on the transition layup. Looks like Landon Radliff is going to go to the line. Henderson was trailing closely behind, though, after the whistle blew. He tried to put back the ball for the dunk. We've seen a few of those dunks here in this game. Henderson has one himself, and then Akoy UWAT has had a couple of alley-oop slams himself. Radliff, his first trip to the free throw line in this game so far. He's done a little bit of everything in the starting guard, one of the starting guard positions for the Mariners. Currently leading the team with 13 points after that first free throw make. He's also got 4 rebounds and 4 assists on an efficient 5 of 11 shooting, as he can't get the second one to go, but UWAT gets the rebound and gets the putback layup to go. UWAT. Another couple of points there for UWAT in his debut. Going to be a foul called against the Mariners, it looks like.
Foul called on Akoy UWAT on the play, the third personal.
Finch inbounds that one for the Chargers. Chargers getting hounded defensively by Radliff and UWAT. UWAT comes away with it, drives baseline. He kicks it in the corner to Odom, who fires from 3. That one's no good. Henderson gets the offensive rebound, though. He spins, powers his way to the basket. UWAT, another offensive rebound. That one's no good. The Chargers recover and come back the other way. Scramble play there. Radliff comes away with it. It's going to be a jump ball. Radliff looks like he had full possession of it before the Chargers jumped on top of him. Hopefully the Mariners are going to retain possession on this one. It's ultimately the ref's decision, of course. It's going to be a timeout here, though, for about a minute. Both teams getting a well-deserved rest. Mariners, despite being down going into the second half, they're currently leading the Chargers 39-34. Chargers got a quick 10-point lead to start the game, and ever since then, it's been back and forth, run after run for each team. It's been quite an exciting matchup between the two island rivals who are battling for first place in the PACWEST men's basketball league. Like a potential stat correction, as I mentioned earlier. I think Akoy UWAT for the Mariners had 4 fouls, but it looks like on the live stats feed that I'm looking at right now, which you can find on the VIU Mariners website, it looks like UWAT only has 3, so I don't know if they corrected that and gave it to someone else. Certainly something to keep an eye on, though. If it allows UWAT to play more aggressive and not as conservative, if he's worried about getting thrown out for too many fouls. Hellman inbounding for the Chargers. Torrey Odom almost came away with a steal there. The shot clock winds down. Looks like it went off the Mariners last, but I think the shot clock expired before the ball went out of bounds, so it's going to be Mariner basketball. Landon Radliff going to inbound the ball here for the Mariners, and he gives it to Henderson. Back to Radliff, who hands it off to Odom in the corner for Akoy Uwat for three. That one's buttery like a biscuit. Akoy Uwat. Much needed jump shot make there by last year's player of the year, Akoy Uwat. Another 3 points for him in his Mariner debut this season. Shot in the corner for the Mariners is no good. Ryan Bastian dives on the floor.
Foul called on Landon Radliff in the play, second personal.
Certainly one of the fan favorites for the Mariners men's basketball team, Ryan Bastian. He can certainly fill up the cup when he gets open shots. I think before the new year he had a game where he didn't miss a single shot. Has 6 points in this game on 3 of 5 shooting. But what fans and the team probably know Ryan most for is just the excellent defense that he plays. He is just terrible for the opposing teams to play against. He's so quick laterally, he's so savvy and smart and physical. An excellent spark plug off the bench on both sides of the court for the Mariners as Uwat comes away with a defensive rebound off the Chargers miss. Radliff coming back in transition. Nice crossover move, and he drives to the cup. Nice little floater there, and Henderson almost got the rebound there, but it goes off Richard Henderson out of bounds. It's going to be Charger basketball. Just over 4 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Mariners currently up by 8 points. I believe that's their largest lead of the game. So as I was just talking about, with Mariner guard Ryan Bastian. He started 1 out of 6 games for the Mariners this year, typically coming off the bench in a secondary role, but he has been phenomenal for the Mariners this year, and just under 20 minutes a game. He's averaging nearly 8 points a game, shooting about 90% from the free throw line, 71% from three-point territory, and almost 70% from the field. Almost everything he touches goes in. Akoy Uwat from the corner on the right side this time. When rattles in and out, and Richard Henderson gets the put-back layup, gets fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the free throw line for a chance at the end one. Richard Henderson. It's taken a bit longer than usual to get going offensively in this game. Akoy Uwat coming back. All the other Mariners playing exceptionally well. It's great that Henderson's not trying to force anything. Finch gets blocked by Henderson in the paint. Looks like Bastian gets called for a travel as well. Took an extra step after recovering the block, Henderson's block. 5 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists for Richard Henderson. He's only taken 4 shots in this game and made 2 of them. Hellman. 3-pointer from the corner for the Chargers. That one's off the mark, and Bastian grabs the rebound and comes back the other way. Gives it to the trailing Uwat, who fires from 3 at the top of the key, but that one is off the mark. Finch with a nice behind-the-back move. Thrown inside to Hellman. Nice little post hook there. Almost looked like a sky hook there. Did a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar action from Noah Hellman from Victoria, BC. Alumni of Claremont Secondary School. Henderson throws it to Bastian in the left corner. Beautiful cross-court pass. Bastian for 3. That one's off the mark. A rare miss there from Ryan Bastian. Thrown inside to Hellman. Richard Henderson came from behind, tried to block it. But Hellman puts that bucket in. 45-38, with just under 2:20 to go in the third. Radliff for 3. That one's off. Rebounded by Brown. Brown works on Bastian. Great defense and rebound there by Ryan Bastian. Tori Odom coming back in transition. He's got the Jets going. Bastian to Uot in the corner. Another miss there for the Mariners. Odom with the rebound, though, offensively. And he gets fouled on the putback. And Tori Odom, he's going to go to the free throw line for a chance at the end. One.
Ball with David Finch to play this first. Cole Belton back in for the Chargers. Kai Layton checking in for the Mariners. Tori Odom to the line, shooting one.
Tori Odom. Currently in the top 3 in points per game here for the PACWEST Men's Basketball League. He's currently second with 20.2 points per game as he gets the free throw to go on the and one, completing that. Hellman coming back the other way for the Chargers. Throws a nice pass to Finch on the baseline, and he finishes it with the right hand off the glass.
David Finch.
Apologies if you couldn't see that last basket. I'm still getting used to the stream deck here that VIU has gotten to show some more player graphics and stuff. Odom kicks it out to Radliff. Nice first step, throws it inside. Layton grabbed the rebound but lost control of it. It's going to come back the other way as Charger ball.
Mariner substitution, number 5, Jackson Cooks into the game.
It's going to be a Mariner substitution here. Landon Radliff is going to take a well-deserved breather, and Jackson Cooks is coming into the game for the Mariners from Prince George, BC, an alumni of Dutchess Park Secondary School. An excellent defensive possession by the Mariners. Lucas Sheets for the Chargers drove baseline, and Kyle Layton was able to cut off all of his room and force Sheets to step outside the line. Cooks to Odom. Down to Henderson down low. Cooks to Odom for 3. That one's off the mark. Beautiful pass there by Jackson Cooks, getting involved early in this game. Hellman hounded by 2 Mariners. Finch, step back 3. Nice move, but no finish on that one. Henderson taking the ball up the court. Hands it off to Odom. Over to Bastian. To Cooks in the corner. Down to Henderson on the baseline. Bastian back up to Odom. Nice spin move with time winding down and a highlight reel layup with the left hand off the glass. Tori Odom making the crowd go ooh and ah. Gives the Mariners another 2 points. Tori Odom starting to come alive here as he gets the steal, coming back on the fast break. Tori Odom finishes it with the right hand as time winds down in the third quarter. The Mariners were down going into the third, and they go into the fourth with a 12-point lead against the Camosun Chargers. What an absolute monster of a third quarter for the Mariners. Seemingly made every shot that they took. Both teams are going to take a breather here. Meanwhile, while they do that, I'm going to give some individual player stats here from both teams. For the Chargers, David Finch still leading the way offensively for the Mariners. Apologies for the Chargers. Finch has 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists on 5 of 13 shooting. He's also made 2 of 5 of his 3-point tries. And Jaime Palamos Mullins for the Chargers. Second in Charger scoring with 8 points. Got more fouls, but he also has an assist and 2 rebounds to his name on an efficient 4-9 shooting. Isaiah Romano currently has 6 points, 5 rebounds to his name on 2 of 7 shooting. And then Cole Benton also has 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 of 3 shooting, and he's made his only 3-point try. On the other side of the court there, Tori Odom, an electric third quarter for the veteran guard. He's leading the way in
We've got
Mariners
the
scoring
team, a number of
15
VIU
points,
Mariners
6
games over
assists,
the course
and
of the
3
season,
rebounds
as
as
well as
well.
community events and competitions
One of those
as well.
assists
Thank
is
you.
the
VIU Spirits.
highlight reel alley-oop play to Akoy Uwat, who threw down the one-handed jam in the first quarter. Odom's shooting 7 of 16 from the field. He has yet to make a three-pointer, but he's certainly been effective in other ways, particularly scoring and facilitating as well as defending. Landon Radliff has also had a tremendous game for the Mariners. He's got 13 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. He made a couple of three-pointers as well on 5 of 14 at shooting from the field. And Akoy Uwat in his debut, 11 points so far, 3 fouls. He's been a little bit of foul trouble, but he stayed in the game and is less than 10 on the shot clock. Tori Odom absolutely muscles that shot in with a hand in his face. Tori Odom, my goodness, picks up right where he left off in the third quarter. Odom nearly came away with the steal on Finch, but he drives, dishes it off to Hellman baseline, and finishes the layup off the glass with the right hand. Bastian to Odom, who tried to find Leighton, who was cutting into the paint, but Palamos Mullins able to come away with the steal for the Chargers. That one's handed off to Romano. Jackson Cooks comes away with the steal, but he gets bumped, and Romano coming back the other way. Hellman tried to kick it in the corner to Finch, but that pass is a little off the mark and will come back the other way as Mariner basketball. 8:39 remaining in the fourth quarter. Mariners holding on to a 55-42 lead against the visiting Camosun Chargers. It's a big island rivalry matchup as both teams have 12 points and 6 wins in this season so far. Camosun's played a couple more games in VIU as Tori Odom fires for 3, and that's off the mark. A couple more games for the Chargers, but same amount of wins. They both have 12 points. Certainly a big statement game for both teams. Not only for the rivalry on Vancouver Island, as Jackson Cooks comes away with a huge block on Palamos Mullins' jump shots. Yeah, not just a statement, not only for the rivalry, but also for seeding in the standings, the playoff picture, and stuff like that. It's a big game for both of these two teams. Bastian throws it inside to Henderson. There was a smaller Romanov on him. I mean, pretty much everyone that's on Henderson is smaller than him. He's a big boy, big, powerful player. He's also really agile for a player his size, too. He's got some brute force and some finesse as well. It's a deadly combination. 2 defenders here on Palamos Mullins. Finch for 3. He drills another one in from behind the arc. That's going to be his 3rd three-pointer of the game. It's going to give him 17 points on the night. He's also got 4 assists and 6 rebounds. Bastian throws it inside to Henderson. Kicked out to Jackson Cooks, who fires from 3. Misses that one, and Finch rebounds for the Chargers. Finch drives inside on Jackson Cooks, who draws the charge. Apologies, that was Ryan Bastian. I mean, who else would draw a charge? Always seems to be Ryan Bastian, just one of the biggest hustlers I've ever seen out there on the defensive end. Everyone on the Mariners can defend. Ryan Bastian, though, it seems like he draws like at least 3 or 4 or 5 charges a game, it seems like. Substitution for the Mariners. As you can see, Akoy Uwat coming back into the game. Taking a little bit of a breather here. I believe Leighton came out for him. Cooks gives it to Uwat. Swings it to Bastian. Inside to Uwat. Cooks gives it to Henderson on the baseline. He's got 2 defenders on him. Tried to find Odom outside as time was winding down, but that gets picked off by the Chargers. Mullins has Bastian defending him. Gets thrown inside to Hellman, who has the smaller Jackson Cooks on him. Some great defense there by Jackson Cooks, despite being the significantly smaller defender. Cooks has done an excellent job off the bench, providing a spark on both ends of the court for the Mariners. It's been great to see the Prince George BC native getting some valuable minutes here. Hellman misses the first free throw. A lot of people would say the ball don't lie, and maybe that wasn't a foul, but certainly not for me to decide as Hellman misses the first free throw. Swishes the second free throw. It's going to give Hellman 7 points on the night. 9 rebounds to his name as well, so we're on a bit of a double-double watch here for Noah Hellman. He's also got an assist to his name on 3-9 shooting. Ryan Bastian swings it to Cooks, down to Odom, who drives inside and scoops it in with the right hand for the 2-point layup. Tori Odom, another 2 points there. Belton, nice spin move on Cooks, dishes it outside. Romano working on Henderson. Great defense by Henderson to stop that play. Looks like he maybe got a face or something to the eye. He's slow and laboring down the court as Tori Odom says, whatever, don't need you, and finishes it with the right hand floater in the paint. Camosun Mullins to Belton. Nice little footwork there, but can't get the layup to go as Odom comes back down the other way off the feed from McCoy Ewart and finishes the layup off the glass with the right hand. Tori Odom, 22 points to his name in the fourth quarter with 5:25 to go. Just like that, it's going to be a foul against the Mariners. Camosun Mullins got bodied a little bit there by Tori Odom, and he got called for a blocking foul. Odom immediately voiced his disdain for the call. The ref's not having it there. Hellman with Ewart on him. Romano is checked by Leighton. And a big steal there by Landon Radliff. McCoy Ewart was maybe looking for the poster there, but he finishes it with the right hand scoop. McCoy Ewart, another 2 points for the last year's Player of the Year. Going to be a foul here. Looks like it's on the Mariners. Landon Radliff looked like he got bumped a bit on the screen, but I think they're giving that one to, I think they're dishing that foul out to the Mariners. Taking a quick timeout here, just about a minute. Mariners extending their lead, currently up 63-46 against the Chargers with just 4:52 remaining in the game. Mariners have extended their lead despite having a lackluster performance from shooting beyond the arc. Currently, have only made 4 of their 28 three-point tries. Despite the less desirable three-point percentage, despite all that, the Mariners have actually made 40.9% of their field goals, 27-66, compared to the Chargers, 18-51. He's been on fire in the second half here. Tori Odom currently with 24 points as he comes away with the steal and gets another layup to go off the glass. Tori Odom, 25 and 26 points here for the All-Star guard. He has come alive in the second half here. Nice split the defense move there by Camosun. Radliff coming back the other way on the fast break, and he makes the basket while getting fouled.
Basket good in the play.
Landon Radliff going back to the free throw line, absorbing the contact. Tough layup there. It's going to be 15 points there for Radliff, who's having an outstanding game here for the Mariners. Swishes that free throw to complete the and one play. Gives the Mariners 68 points to the Chargers 46. Camosun dishes it to Finch. Radliff almost came away with the steal there, but nice little basket there by the Chargers. Give them 48 points as Radliff fires from three, and he absolutely splashes that one right in front of the Camosun Chargers bench. Landon Radliff, I believe that's going to be his 19th points of the game. He's been on fire in the second half as well. Sheets for the Chargers got that last basket there to give them 50. Torrey Odom splits the defense and lays it up with the right hand, and that trickles its way in. Torrey Odom, what a game. Something we're so used to seeing from him. Oh, he almost came away with the steal there. And Cormac Brown is called for his travel there.
No into the game for VIU. Eric Lees, Garrett Riley, number 13, Charlie Winston, number 10, Calvin Summers, number 6, Austin Summers.
Jackson Cooks, who's back into the game for the Mariners, swings it to Peter Lee, who's also back. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Charger basketball. 23-point lead here for the home team, VIU Mariners, against the Camosun Chargers with about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Austin Sommers dishes that one to Lees. Calvin Sommers gets his first basket of the game, I believe, with a beautiful three-pointer at the top of the key. Tuscane Ntwale, who's in the game for the first time for the Mariners. Peter Lee in the corner for Jackson Cooks, who drills that one from the left corner. Jackson Cooks from Prince George, British Columbia, an alumni of Dutchess Park Secondary School, the former Condor, gets a three-pointer to go on that play. Chargers have it baseline. Noah Leto, some good defense there. Chargers three-pointer off the mark. Noah Leto dived fat loose ball there. A little bit of a collision there with the Charger. I believe Leto is going to get a foul called against him. Ten seconds on the shot clock for the Chargers. Jackson Cooks for the Mariners playing excellent defense. It's going to be a foul, it looks
Holding
like.
foul called Noah Leto of the Mariners, a third personal.
It's going to be Noah Leto getting another foul. It's back-to-back for him. It's going to be his third foul of the game so far. Tuscane Ntwale in the fast break. Kicks it to the corner to Lee. Back out to Cooks. Drives inside. Lee for three. That one's off the mark. Ntwale almost got the rebound there. He tipped it up, but the Chargers retain possession. Chargers throw it inside. Double team by the Mariners. forces it outside the perimeter. Three-pointer for the Chargers. That one's good. Garrett Riley gets on the board here with his first basket of the game, and it is a beautiful three-point shot. Twale to Zimmerman to Lee, who's one of the league leaders in three-pointers. Throws up a floater, but he gets his own rebound. Tiscane Twale for three. Makes it, but gets called for the travel. Oh, I would have loved to call that one. I went to the same high school as Tiscane Twale, who's from Comox Valley, BC. We both went to Markar Isfeld Secondary School. That would have been nice. Beautiful block, though, by Dan Zimmerman on the other end. I also went to his high school in Prince George, BC, Duchess Park Secondary School. So nice to see different parts of British Columbia represented here on the Mariners, who are all having an outstanding season. 5 on the shot clock now. Zimmerman tried to draw the charge there, but gets called for the blocking foul. Referee thought that his feet were still moving while he tried to draw the charge.
Dan Zimmerman is with the foul.
Free throws off the mark. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Mariners currently up 18, leading 76-58. Twale got fouled on his way to the basket, but the referees are saying that foul was committed before he picked up his dribble. Mariners are not in the bonus, so it's an inbound. Just under 30 seconds. Tiscane Twale. Noah Leto. He gets blocked down low. Lugsden for the Chargers. Got all 5 fingers on that one. And he comes right back the other way and had his jumper rattle in and out, and time is winding down, and that is going to do it for this game here. The VIU Mariners come away with the win despite falling to an early 10-point deficit early in the game. They storm back to win 76-58. What an unbelievable game here by your VIU Mariners. Camosun Chargers played very well, but a little bit too much firepower in tonight's game for them to handle. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been great to cover both the men's and women's basketball teams here at VIU. For those of you in attendance, thanks so much for coming. For those of you who checked in online, thanks so much for joining me. It's so nice to be able to talk to someone on here. For those of you interested in watching tomorrow's game, these teams are back in action at 3 p.m. after the women's basketball teams have a bit of a rematch at 1 p.m. So if you're looking to tune into those, I'll see you there. I'll be on the call once again. Once again, my name is Austin Height, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. I think in total for the live stream we had around 238, 240 people check in on this stream. So thank you so much for everyone who took time out of their day to watch this game. It's a great game between two great teams. The Camosun Chargers, they moved 6-3 in the standings. To my knowledge, still second placed in the PACWEST Men's League, while the Mariners stay undefeated and improve to 7-0. So yeah, we'll catch you here tomorrow if you're interested in tuning in. Once again, my name is Austin Height. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow.